welcome back to our Afternoon Express cook-along, where we're about to put the sweet end to our very hectic cook-along. Now, we love it, South Africa. If you love it as much as we do, please do head over to our Afternoon Express website and you can get the full ingredients list and the recipe that Chef Rikku is teaching us. Now, guide us through the very next step. I have, you know, me and a panna cotta. So I'm going to need your guidance here.
Okay, so we have a few elements going on here. This one's probably the most complicated out of the dishes that we're going to do today, but this is where all the fun begins, because we better get it right. So, Anel, yes. I'm going to need some ground peanuts from you, finely ground, because I'm going to make a nougatine. And the nougatine is basically, it's like a nougat, but without the egg whites. So it's the syrup and it's the nuts, but without the egg whites. So it does a crispy shell instead.
Is it like a brittle type of thing?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a twirl. As well. Many different words to describe the same thing. But yeah, it's like that. Okay. We're going to serve it with some toasted oats. That gives it a real sort of wholesome, earthy feel and something to absorb the like the wobbly panna cotta, as it were. We're going to do the panna cotta made from the yogurt, so that's going to be nice and fresh, slightly acidic, and we're going to serve it with a lime gel. We've prepared a couple of these things earlier just so we can show you as well as we're going on. Okay. And then there's a bit of a molecular twist in there with some honey spaghetti.
Delicious.
Which I don't think anyone's seen that before.
Afternoon Express,
you know.
laboratory.
This is a laboratory. I almost feel like I am experimenting in the kitchen. I see a blowtorch here, and we've got so many different elements. But this is where the fun comes in, as Chef Rikku said. Yeah, don't think we've forgotten about social media. On social media, we have asked the question, if you could travel to one country because of their food, what would it be? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express. It sounds delicious. We're gearing up for Heritage Day on Thursday. I have to say, it's one of my favorite holidays ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in South Africa. Because it gives us an opportunity to highlight the rainbow that we are in our nation. Yeah, as much as we're a rainbow here in this kitchen, all repping different parts of the country or the world, we love the fact that it's all coming together with food. So I love the fact that you've already started here. What have you put in your pan? Okay,
so there's glucose in there and sugar. It's equal amounts of both. So however much you want to make, the recipe's obviously on the website to get the actual grammage. So the thing is with caramels in general, don't touch them. Put it on a medium heat and leave it alone.
So on my side, I've just soaked my gelatin in here, so I just want to make sure the cameras can see. All I did was I've got some gelatin powder that I've soaked in some water here. And this mixture, Chef is going to actually take over there, and he's going to make the panna cotta part of it. So that's basically going to go into the stove. Chef, I think it's soaked up all the liquid here.
Absolutely
so
amazing.
All that happens now is you
add the yogurt to it.
Yeah, the yogurt and the honey.
Okay, so this panna cotta is really easy. It's gelatin. You can use agar, but less of it if you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan. Okay. That's made from an alginate base, basically, so seaweed. And then we're adding honey. Again, if you're a vegan and can't use honey, just use sugar. But I like the taste of honey, and it's much better for you.
Yeah, I do as well. You know, for me, the things that are natural and those flavors, because for someone like me who also doesn't really have a sweet tooth, I need to rely on nature's sweetnesses to be able to be incorporated in my dish.
Sweetnesses, I like that.
It's a word now, nature's sweetnesses.
Hashtag nature's sweetnesses.
I've also got the lime gel ready and prepped, Chef.
Fantastic.
Apparently also needs to go into the stove now.
Sorry.
So in here, I've got some lime juice, I've got some agar, and I've got some caster sugar.
Fantastic. Okay, and that's it.
And that's it.
See, all this molecular stuff, it sounds busy and sounds hectic, but really, when you know, it's all about what you know, isn't it? You know.
What are you doing? I just don't get it still. So what is going to be the panna cotta and what is going to be the nougatine? I'm completely confused.
Okay, so the nougatine is basically our crispy caramel twirl with the nuts.
What pot?
This pot.
Okay.
This one, we've got the honey spaghetti. So that's honey, water, agar. We're going to boil that up, and then we're going to suck it into a tube, and then it's going to squeeze out of there and make our spaghetti. So that's going to be fun for the camera. Don't forget to pan in, I think it's called. And then we have a lime gel here. So lime gel is literally, it's a liquid gel. Liquid jelly. So you make a jelly and then you make it into liquid, and you end up with this lovely sort of bouncy
consistency,
texture. Exactly, yeah.
Beautiful.
And that's it. So 4 pans of stuff going on, but hopefully I don't burn something while I'm hustling all 4. I've normally got a few commies and stuff sort of watching me, because
I love that.
I do like to talk. That's the problem.
So what I'm doing is something fun and experimental as we're having fun in the kitchen. I've put all my bananas on the baking tray, and then what I'm going to do is just sprinkle a little bit of Oh, smaller.
Cut the bottom off there so it's flat for you.
Oh.
Get rid of that one.
Love that. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate that. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little sugar on the top. And this is just to glaze those bananas.
You're going to brulee the top of them, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Brulee?
It's called brulee.
Like a creme brulee?
Exactly. So the creme bit's the cream bit and the brulee's the burnt sugar, basically.
Let's go.
Oh, Polly. Burn them.
Do we have a fire extinguisher on hand, just in case?
Oh, look at that. That colour is just divine.
And that's perfect. It happens really quickly, and if you don't have a blowtorch at home, use a really hot grill.
Oh,
Okay. Next steps.
Yeah.
Chef, what do you need from me?
Okay, so what I need from you is the peanut powder, which you've done there.
Yeah.
I'm going to add that to this caramel that we've made with the glucose and the sugar then, and that's going to make the nougatine, basically. We're going to pour that on nice and hot onto this greaseproof paper here. It's going to flatten itself out nicely. It will go cold, and then we can, thank you, Anna, and then we can use it as a crisp. So
Voila!
that goes in, we give it a mix.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Okay, Chef, our creme brulee, now I'm saying a creme brulee. You see, this is what happens when you give a girl a blowtorch. She thinks that she is a pastry chef. We're not making a creme brulee, we're making a delicious panna cotta. And these bananas look incredible. I can't wait for them to be that finishing touch. Dumi, I see that you're ready to plate.
Yes, I'm actually just unmolding our panna cottas here. So if you happen to not have silicone molds or anything like that to put your panna cottas, you could use simple balloons in your house. So all we did was we put the warm mixture, the soft mixture, liquid mixture into this, piped it into there, tied them up, put this into the fridge, and this is going to sit in the fridge and set. And then you've got these beautiful panna cotta.
I didn't even know that. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, and that's basically it.
So you've got a contraption there?
I have.
It's a contraption.
I'm going to make my spaghetti from there. So basically the gel is done. As you can see, it's nice and sticky now. So that's just going to cool down. We do have one already cool that we made earlier. Our honey spaghetti mix is here. So that's just going to cool down too before I get it in the pipe. And our panna cotta mix is here. And I'm just going to pour one out. So if you haven't got a mould, if you don't have balloons and you are using a mould, then you can...
Essentially just use a small bowl.
Use a small bowl and then pop that in the fridge for me there to me. And that's your panna cotta.
Stunning. Okay, as we're putting those finishing touches, we have to see how the delicious piping is going to come together to make those strings.
Okay, a bottle. If you have any hypodermic needles and syringe stuff lying around in your house, casually, you can use that. If you don't, it's perfectly okay.
And then this is just it. So as hot as it is, it goes in there, you pop on the lid, and then you start piping away.
Galore thingy.
And then you stick your pipe in there.
Oh, wow.
In the cold water. And then, you see, as the honey passes through the cold water, it's got to set.
Oh, wow, this is good. This is gorgeous. I know we definitely are creating masterpieces here, a science experiment.
I'm like dumbfounded. I've never done something like that in my life before, and I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to taste it. South Africa, again, go to afternoonexpress.co.za to get this incredible ingredients list. If you want your starter, a main, or a dessert, we've got everything for you.
The panna cotta goes on the plate, and then we build everything else up around it. Do we have a spoon?
Yes.
Yes, a spoon.
And then you put the oats on first.
Put the oats
around.
Sort of
Okay.
Like
around.
ground.
And then pass me the banana, please.
Happy to.
Lovely, lovely.
Just a few bananas there to add that cherry on top.
Dot them around.
Okay. Stunning. I love the South Africa. If you're cooking along with us, I hope we have not left you behind because we're having such an incredible time here. We've been able to essentially whip up within this hour, Anele, 3 incredible meals and something that anyone and everyone can enjoy. From fish to chicken, and now we've got a decadent dessert, all partnered with our delicious Clover Bliss. I love it all. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express if you love it too.
That looks divine. Restaurant,
Already.
Restaurant, yeah.
Restaurant quality.
I can see the spaghetti string slowly coming out of that piping bag and that tube.
There you go.
And that is the magic if you know what you're doing in the kitchen. And then essentially, Chef, would that just go on top of the panna cotta?
Yeah, we're just going to sort of string it around there, and then I'll finish it off with the nougatine, and we are literally done.
I'm going to try and break it up while you do that. I am very inspired, actually. The inner fine dining chef in me right now is thinking about bringing more of these dishes to Afternoon Express here, because, I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not if not? And towards the end of the show, we are going to be delving into my heritage and essentially how I'm proudly rooted in the person I am. It's definitely a story. It's a tale around the African country. And definitely, I think if you're excited about that, stay tuned. We're almost there.
Wow.
You've got to just poke the shards around the panna cotta here and there. Make it look like modern art sort of thing, you know. I say sort of thing because I really don't know how to describe it.
It's okay, any word goes here in the kitchen. And just like that, voila, we've got our delicious panna cotta, South Africa.
Oof,
For
that
sure.
looks amazing.
With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.